If you're thinking about selling your home in Arizona this year, don't list until you watch this, because the way homes sold in the early 2020s is not the way they're selling now. And I'm seeing sellers make the same costly mistakes over and over. Overpricing, underpreparing, negotiating emotionally, and it's costing them time and it's costing them equity. So in this video, I'm breaking down exactly how to sell your home in Arizona in today's market. Pricing, preparation, marketing, negotiating, timing, and what actually matters now if you want top dollar for your house. And stay with me until the end, because I'm going to explain the one question every smart Arizona homeowner should be asking before they ever put their home on the market and a sign in the yard. If you're thinking about selling your home in Arizona in 2026, you need to know this. The way homes sold in the earlier 2020s is not how homes are selling here now. And if you're priced wrong, you launch your home wrong, you negotiate the price wrong, here in the Arizona real estate market, it can cost you tens and thousands of dollars. So today I'm going to walk you through exactly how to sell your home in Arizona strategically, profitably, and without leaving money on the table. If you Googled, should I sell my house in Phoenix right now? How do I sell my house fast in Arizona? When is the best time to sell an Arizona home? Or how should I price my home in this market? This is absolutely for you. And if we haven't met, I'm Tomi, and my team and I help Arizona homeowners sell strategically across the entire valley. We study the Phoenix real estate market every single week, not just headlines, but the actual neighborhood level data, so our sellers can make informed decisions instead of emotional ones. But this video is about you, not us. So let's get into it. What's my exit going to be? Because right price isn't random, it's strategic, and strategy changes everything. So I told you I would tell you the biggest pricing mistake I see sellers make, and here it is. Sellers wait too long to plan. The strongest pricing strategy happens before the listing day, not after. The sellers reach out 2 to 3 months in advance so we can analyze the neighborhood data, watch trends, and prepare the home, especially prepare the home. Your house has to be ready to hit the market. We can position upgrades, time the launch strategically. That preparation creates confidence, and confidence shows up in the price. If you're thinking about selling your home in Arizona, whether you're in Phoenix, Scottsdale, Tempe, Gilbert, Chandler, or anywhere else in the valley for that matter, here's what I want you to do. First, I suggest you watch the next video on how to price your home correctly in today's Phoenix real estate market. That alone can change your entire outcome. Second, subscribe for weekly updates on Arizona housing and information here on our channel so you can make informed decisions that aren't on outdated information. Third is important. If you even are considering selling in the next year, start the conversation now, not when you're overwhelmed, not when you're already committed somewhere else, not when you have to move right now. Start when you're still able to have a lot of options, and message me directly, email, call my team, or comment the word exit below. We're happy to help you, no obligation, because here's the truth. You're either controlling your exit or the market is controlling your exit for you. Inventory will shift, rates will shift, buyers' behavior will shift, but strategy wins long-term every time. So don't just ask, how much could I sell my home for? Ask the better question. What's my exit going to be? Because selling your home in Arizona isn't just about listing it, it's about planning it. And the right plan changes everything. Before you price your home, you need to understand the environment. Right now in Phoenix, the housing market is different. Buyers are more payment sensitive. Interest rates affect affordability. Inventory levels vary by price. Homes that are priced correctly still move quickly. Homes that are overpriced sit. This is not the early 2020s. Back then, you could list your home high and let multiple offers drive it up. Today, buyers compare value aggressively. They scroll, they calculate payments, they wait for the right price reductions, which means pricing is more strategic than ever. The first mistake sellers make is assuming the market in Arizona is really hot or it's dead. The Arizona housing market is really neither. It's segmented. In the Phoenix real estate market right now, entry-level homes move differently than luxury. Move-in ready homes outperform outdated homes. Homes priced correctly move quickly. Overpriced homes, they just sit there, and sometimes they can sit there for months. Interest rates have made buyers more payment sensitive. That means buyers are doing the math. They're comparing value. They're negotiating more. So if you're asking, is now a good time to sell my house in Arizona? The better question is my home positioned correctly for this specific market? You might be asking, when is the best time to sell a house in Arizona? Traditionally, spring is the strongest to sell here in Arizona, but early summer can still be very active and fall can still be very good. Winter is slow, but serious buyers remain. Timing is less important than positioning. If your home is priced correctly, marketed correctly, and presented correctly, it will sell in any season. The real question isn't, is it the best time to sell? The real question is it the right time for you? Understanding the Arizona real estate market before you list your home, you need to understand what market you're actually in. Arizona housing market, it's super hyper local. This means that Phoenix real estate is different from Scottsdale real estate. Scottsdale real estate is different from Gilbert real estate. Tempe is different from Levine, and so forth. So even within the same zip code, you can have changes depending on demand within that zip code. Right now in Arizona, buyers are more payment sensitive because of the interest rate. Inventory levels matter more than headlines. Homes that are priced high are not selling. They're just sitting, and homes that are priced right are selling. So step one in selling your home in Arizona is understanding the supply and demand of your exact neighborhood. Not the national news, not what Zillow has guessed on your home, not your neighbor's story, your aunt or your uncle's. You need to know your specific data. If you're getting the price wrong when selling your home in Arizona, it can cost you tens of thousands of dollars, not eventually, immediately. Because in today's Phoenix real estate market, pricing is not about trying high and seeing what happens. It's about strategy. So then we have strategic versus emotional pricing. This is important. Emotional pricing sounds like, we need at least this much. My house is nicer than theirs. I don't want to leave money on the table. Strategic pricing sounds like this. What number creates urgency? What price attracts activity? What range puts us in front of the most buyers? For example, pricing at $4,999 instead of $505 may expose you to an entirely different buyer pool. Under $500,000. Small shifts matter in search filters, and search filters drive showings. Price per square foot is not enough. A lot of homeowners look at the price per square foot and assume that's the answer, which it's absolutely not the answer. Condition of the home matters, upgrades matter, lot size matter, layouts matter, location in the neighborhood. Are you on a cul-de-sac? Are you on a busy street? A fully renovated home will get more money than a dated home. So you have to position them entirely different. And buyers absolutely factor all of these things in. So if you're wondering why your neighbors sold for more, the question isn't just price per square footage, it's presentation and positioning. And buyers absolutely factor that in. So if you're wondering why your neighbor's home sold for more, the question isn't just square footage, it's presentation and it's positioning. When we price a home in Arizona, we don't just look at the closed comps. We look at these 5 things. 1, we looked at the active competition. 2, the pending sales. What are buyers choosing right now? 3, closed sales. 4, days on market. And 5, concession trends. Because here's the truth. You're not competing against what sale happened last year. You're actually competing about like what's active on the market right now today. And if there are 12 homes similar to yours in your same neighborhood between, let's say, 500 and 525, and they've been sitting on the market for 40 days, that tells us something. Pricing is about conditioning within current supply and demand. This is the most common mistake sellers make on instinct. Let's price a little high and see what happens. If you are Googling, how do I price my home to sell in Arizona? Here's the truth. Pricing is a marketing strategy. In today's Phoenix housing market, the first 7 to 14 days on the market is critical. Those are critical days. That's when serious buyers are watching, agents are previewing, and the algorithm is pushing your new listing out to everyone. So if you overprice your home, you lose momentum and you'll be chasing the market down with reductions and you're going to lose leverage. So the goal is to not leave room for negotiation. The goal is to create activity and competition. That's how you sell your home fast in Arizona without discounting it later. Putting a home in the MLS is not a marketing plan. Exposure creates opportunity, and opportunity creates competition. So competition protects your price. When we launch a listing, we treat it like it's a campaign, not an event. So we have strong professional photos, video walkthroughs, digital exposure. We do agent outreach, strategic timing, because in the Phoenix housing market, perception of demand influences real demand. Preparing your home to sell in Arizona is the next part because buyers are very visual. If someone searches how to prepare my home in Arizona, here's what matters the most. Arizona buyers are buying lifestyles. We love that here. They're buying indoor-outdoor living because it's so beautiful here most of the year, natural light, clean, neutral spaces that they can see themselves in, move-in ready condition. We use professional photography. That is not negotiable. Decluttering, non-negotiable. Deep cleaning, non-negotiable. Online presentation drives in-person showings, and showings drive offers. If this is helpful so far, please subscribe. We break down the Phoenix and Arizona market for Real Estate Weekly for buyers and sellers. You're not relying on outdated or national information. And keep watching because I'm about to explain how pricing affects negotiation power, which most sellers don't even think about. So how does pricing affect your negotiation? If your home is priced correctly and generates activity, you negotiate from strength. If your home sits for 30 to 45 days with no activity, buyers assume you're flexible, you're motivated, you're open to concessions. And then inspections hit and appraisals happen and repair requests come in. Pricing influences perception. Perception influences leverage, and leverage protects equity. When we receive an offer, that's not the finishing line. That's where strategy begins. In Arizona, real estate transactions, we have to negotiate. Inspections, repairs, seller concessions, appraisal gaps, closing timelines, rent backs. The highest offer is not always the best offer. Terms matter, risk matters, and strength of buyer matters. This is where experience representation protects your equity. And in today's market, strategy beats emotion every single time. So when do we adjust the price? If your home hits the market, You get showings, but no offers. You get no showings at all. You get consistent feedback about the price. The market's speaking, it's telling you something, and smart sellers listen early and not late. And we push this with our sellers. It's truly important. Quick adjustments preserve momentum. Delayed adjustments create stigma. If you're even considering selling your home here in Phoenix or anywhere near, the most important thing you can do right now is start with a clear strategy. Because in today's market, the way you prepare, price, and position your home will directly impact how much you walk away with. I put together a free seller guide that walks you through exactly how to do this step by step, from preparation to pricing to negotiation, so you can avoid the most common mistakes and protect your equity. You can download that using the link below or clicking the QR code on screen. And if you want to talk through your specific situation, like your timeline, your home, or your goals, reach out anytime. My team and I are always here to help you build the right plan. At Tomi Homes, we don't just put a sign in the yard, we help you sell strategically. I'll see you all in the next video.